Good morning, everyone. Sorry, we're a bit delayed. We're just waiting for a few more minutes. And then we're going to start the session. So if you could just have a little patience and bear with us, we'll be starting the training in just a couple of minutes. Thank you. Sorry, can everyone hear me? Because I see a note that says see Mal but can't hear you. I just mentioned that we're going to be starting in a few minutes. Welcome, everyone. Yeah, give us one more minute and we will start the training. Thank you.
Usawa mulesi
Me?
Wait. Morning, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, I must apologize. There's some kind of an a technical issue here, but I'm hoping I've let everyone in. There was some issue trying to get everyone admitted, but we are about to start the training. Dale will be conducting all the training, so I just wanted to do a brief intro, just for those of you that weren't part of the initial training that we had. We basically launched our new partner platform in September last year for Travel Week, and there are some ongoing developments as far as the platform goes. So we've been introducing new functionalities, etc. And basically the training is to make sure that everyone is up to speed and able to utilize the platform as comfortably as possible. So we will ensure that all your questions are answered, and that by the time we finish with training this morning, everybody is comfortable using the platform. So welcome to everyone. Just give us a few more minutes. I just want to make sure that Dale is on the call, and then we can get started. So please don't go away. We will be starting shortly. We just had a little bit of a glitch. Thanks, everyone.
Lisa, are you sharing or are you showing off?
Yeah, you're one and only. Well, it's not Stevie actually. That's the shuttle name from Stevie. No. I'll try. Okay, guys, I hope you can all hear me. Sorry, we have been experiencing some kind of an issue. I don't know what's happened this morning, but we should be able to share and start the training session. I apologize. I know your time is precious, so we'll be starting as I get my document shared.
Hi, good morning, everybody.
Oh, Dale, you got a bit of an echo.
Me and my gremlins this morning. I'm so sorry, everyone. My sincere apologies for the delay. I'm clearly just beset with gremlins today. It's just one of those days. Welcome to the training. And I'll get straight into it. We have obviously launched our partner platform and have been doing continuous improvements to it as we've been going. Mel, can you just put that onto full screen, if possible? Right, and then go to the first page. Thank you. All right, so this is the landing page that you will get to when you click on the link on the Sho't Left website. This is just a basic introduction. If you are a new member to the partner platform, you will click register. If you have already registered, you can just click and log in. Mel, next screen, please. When you click to register, there are a set of terms and conditions which I would request that you read, but click I agree in order to continue. And then you'll open this screen. Yeah. What we'll do here is you add your email address.
Sorry, Dale, can we ask everyone to please mute so that everyone gets to hear what Dale is saying on her side? Thank you.
All right, great. So this is your sign up screen. What you'll do is you'll fill in your email address and you will click on the send verification code. And what it'll do is it will send you an email with a verification code. Mel, if you can go to the next screen. There we go. Sorry, just go back one. Okay, there we go. So you get a verification code via email, and once you verify your code, you'll go to the next screen, which then allows you to add your password. So Mel, next screen if you can. Then what you'll do is you will pop in your password and confirm your new password, and then you will click on create. And what this will do is it will take you back to this screen. And what you need to do here, just as a verification process, is click login. Because you've just added your password, it's an automatic login. So it will then take you into the first screen. Now, here is where we kind of go into the details of your company. You'll notice here that we have a company service type. This company service type is broken down into two categories. It is either a tourism product owner or it is a tourism channel. So the channels generally are tour operators, travel agents, online travel agents, that sort of thing. If you are a tourism product owner, you are an experience, a hotel, accommodation. There are a number of subcategories. Once you have chosen whether you are a channel or a product owner, you can then drop down into your box and select your service type and then a subcategory. Mel, if you go to the next screen, please. This is just to show you that if you do choose a tourism product sales channel, it will also then give you a drop down of whether you're travel agents and various others, and then obviously select your subcategory. So once you've completed that, you collect next. What it'll then do is ask you to please start completing your company details. You put in your company name, your company address. If you start typing it, it is linked into Google Maps. So what it'll do is, as you are starting to type in your address, and please note this is the address for the company itself, and I'll get to some clarification on that a little bit later. So allow Google to preload the suggested addresses and select the correct one. You'll see then, Mel, if you go to the next slide for me, please. Once that's selected, you'll need to fill in all of your other details. So this includes things like your CIPC number, your company telephone number, website address, the country that you're operating in. Obviously, if you're a product owner, you will only click on South Africa. You have an opportunity here to put in your BBBEE level, a VAT number if you have it. And once you've completed all of those details, you submit and your profile is then complete. What it then does is it takes you to your dashboard. Now, your dashboard at the moment is very clear. You have the option to manage products, to view your product performance. Please note that once your product is loaded, the product performance will start populating. So, obviously, as soon as you have loaded the product and it's approved, it will take a little bit of time for those performance details to continue. The third block that you see on your main dashboard is related to any of the current campaigns. And this is where you'll access any of your toolkits, including things like logos or that sort of thing based on the campaign. So what we're going to do is we need to add our first product. And what we'd like to very much request and reiterate here is that the information that you're filling out on these pages is the information that will reflect when your deal is live on the Sho't Left website. It does ask you to reconfirm your product, service type, and category, but as soon as you scroll down, it does auto-populate that. And then you can carry on down to your deal summary card. And this is the information that is shown to prospective visitors. It's important to please add as much detail.
I'm trying to confer on a meeting. There's also, if I ignore you, then please forgive me. Obviously, we'll Mel, if you can just go to the next slide. So this is all of the information that will reflect on the Sho't Left website. So your deal title, please be as descriptive as possible. Your deal summary is as it says, a shortened summary. So that is, when people are navigating through deals on Sho't Left, they will obviously see the shortened information. Your deal description, this is where you get to really really convince people to take up the deal. Again, please be as specific as possible. Within your deal description, you can add things like whether flights are included or travel, accommodation. You can really identify a number of different elements within this description. And please, again, we request that you be as descriptive as possible. It really does help both your potential customers and yourself in the end. Mel, if you go to the next slide. Then you have the option to select some images. The images, they must be smaller than 15 megs. I think that's the size limit. So you'll see here that one of my images was too big and it wouldn't allow me to upload it. But it's a simple drag and drop. So, wherever you've saved your images on your computer, you just click on them and drop them in here. You can also move them around. And if there is an issue, you can click reset and try it again. Underneath that, you will see a deal video link. This is obviously if you do have a video that is related specifically to the deal, you can copy and paste the URL of the video and pop it in here. It will also then populate that onto your onto your product on Sho't Left. Below that, you have a website URL. Mel, if you go to the next stage. Then we have two sets of dates here, and the reason that we have that is there is obviously we want to differentiate between the period of time that the deal is valid, and we want to differentiate when that deal is available. So, for example, Travel Week, you want to make sure that those deals are published on the start of Travel Week and are then unpublished at the end of Travel Week. However, your deal validity can be as long as you want. Then, sorry, just go back a second, Mel, sorry. Your rate type, you can, this is video URL. Mel, sorry, if you can just read that question for me. Guys, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Just jump in and operate. Just jump in and say. So your rate type, this could be per person, this could be per night, it could be other, in case of an experience. Your currency, you need to clarify, will be set as South African Rand. And then what you want to do is
Carol, do you have a question someone would like to ask? Please unmute
Yes,
and ask
please.
your question.
Please.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Lizette. I'm from African World Travel.
Hi.
I also need your assistance because I've tried to load packages, but I think with if you go on the first when you enter this to add your product, the product
Yes.
service type and the product category. On my side, because I am a DMC, so when I load, I don't specifically load a hotel or a justice service. So I load packages. So I think that's where on my side it does not allow me to continue because I put the information, but this does not go as to confirm or to load the package on your side.
Oh. In the case of a DMC, you would choose the channel option, because obviously if you're selling a package that has a number of tourism products involved, essentially you fall under a sales channel. But you're welcome to please drop us an email if you're struggling, and we'll gladly help you. But I suspect that that potentially the issue that you're having is that you are more of a sales channel than a product specifically. I hope that answers your question.
Okay, so is there an option for sales channel? I think I missed it.
Yes. So one of the first questions when you are loading your product, one of the first questions that is asked is whether you are a product or whether you are a sales channel. If you click on sales channel, it will then give you a number of options as to whether you're a travel agent or a conference or a number of other options. And then your subcategory will then allow you to select whether you're an OTA or a travel agent, and then obviously complete your deals, your company details, and then you'll be able to load your packages as products. I hope that helps.
Okay, then I think I just need to contact you when you're done, so that if I maybe correct it, so that I can be able to load, because I think that's where it gets stuck on my side.
Okay, no problem. Please do drop us an email, and we'll definitely look into it and see if we can see what we can help with. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Okay. So as we were saying, the deal validity, you can have your deal valid for as long as you like, but the published dates, those are quite specific. And the published dates, just keep in mind that is the time period that the deal will reflect on Sho't Left. Then
Dana,
yes,
guys, just bear with us because Dale can't see when questions come up. So I'm just going to be interrupting as we go along. Samantha's asking about integration with Nightbridge. I'll just answer that for her quickly. We're not integrated with any system, so you do have to create your deals, and the booking URL that you use will click directly to where you need it to go. So you can link it to the page on your website where you would usually have your customers book. So you've got to actually decide on your booking URL, and we do advise that you take the user straight to the specific deal that they were interested in. So I hope that answers. Sorry, Dale, please carry on.
No, no problem. I also see Bocci was asking about the video URL. It is a URL that can come from any external source. I think I maybe need to correct on this. Obviously, YouTube is a preferred sort of option, as you know they're able to handle massive amounts of traffic. So you would just put in the URL for the video. Okay, back to rate type. Your rate type could be per person, it could be per night. So there is a number of options that you can select. And then what you would do is your standard rates, you would place that in. And then Mel, if you go to the next page. Oh, there we go. What then happens is, oh, sorry, I seem to have missed a slide. You would then have a discounted rate, and it would work out the percentage of discounts applicable to the deal, and that also then does reflect on your deal on Sho't Left. You then have an option to click here to select if the company address is different from the location of the deal. So this would be in a situation if you were a larger hotel chain, and your head office is, for example, in Sandton, but the product that you're loading is a hotel in Cape Town. So what you could say is that, you know, you would say no. If you said yes, it will obviously then refer back to the address that you put in the beginning. If you click no, it then allows you to use the same search function for the address, and it would fill that out. We also then ask, you know, that you add in your province, your city, and click on add. Oh, sorry, Mel, just go back one. Sorry, I did forget something there. You'll see up at the top there, there is a preferred booking method. Now, your preferred booking method, as Mel was mentioning earlier, is either via email or via URL. In terms of allowing your customers, potential customers, to have the easiest route to take advantage of this deal is that if you are directing them to your website, that you have a specific page or URL for that deal. You know, it can be quite frustrating as a user if you you know, click on a booking URL and it takes you to the home page, and then you have got to sort of, you know, go through their website to find the deal so that you can take advantage of it. So please be aware of that, and as much as possible, you know, create an individual URL for your deal as your preferred booking method. Thanks, Mel. Okay, so then you click add, and you do then have the option to add a deal itinerary. When you click on this, it allows you to obviously add the days, the experiences that will be included, you know, your accommodation, travel, and as much detail as possible. Then furthermore, what we do quite a bit at South African Tourism and Sho't Left is that we do tend to categorize our deals and products under a number of pillars. So what we do is there's a drop down that will include city breaks, wildlife, and a number of other options. Then your type of stay can be affordable right the way through to luxury, and you can just you can select either of those, and it does help your audience to to search because it allows them to filter according to those parameters. So then if you click save, your product information is saved and you are then able to manage your product in the menu items. So click on OK. When you go to your product page, what you will see is an overview of the deal that you have submitted. It then goes into a process where you would need to submit it for approval. All of the deals that do get submitted are verified. We do go in and ensure that, you know, it's a legitimate company, that the product is legitimate, that's, you know, for example, if it's part of Travel Week, you know, we make sure that the dates that the deal is showing are correct. We may give you feedback on images. So for example, you can see this image doesn't look great in terms of, you know, in terms of what you'll see on the website. It's, you know, and we do suggest that if you have created a flyer of some sort, a digital flyer showcasing your deal, that you don't use that as the first image. And the reason for that is that, you know, obviously as a website, the image is cropped to a certain set of dimensions. So, you know, if you've created an A4 flyer and it's a, you know, it's a square image, it's going to cut off copy and it's not going to look great. So if you have created a flyer, by all means load it up, but please try and use a more generic product image as your first image. Okay, then what you can do is, then you would have submitted it for approval and then the team will review it and approve or send you some feedback in terms of changes that potentially could help and assist your potential clients. Then this is the submitted for approval. And then once it is approved, it will immediately show up on Sho't Left based on the dates that you put in for the deal. The deal will be shown on Sho't Left. So then what happens is you then can go back to additional products. Once you have clicked on approval, and you'll see there it says status awaiting approval, and you can then click and add as many products as you like. Ideally, here we go. So we now revert back to our dashboard where we can see our product management. So we can then add products and obviously edits. And if you click on your product performance, as I mentioned earlier, you know, your product performance will only start populating once the deal is live on Sho't Left. So mine, obviously, because it hasn't been approved. Mel, if you go to the next slide. Mine, unfortunately, because it hasn't been approved, has no analytics. But as you know, when it is live, those analytics do start showing, so we can see how many clicks you've had, how many views you've had, and it just helps you in terms of understanding how to improve your offering. Then Mel, if you go to the next slide, we are done. So if there are any questions, please do let me know.
Thank you, Dale. That was short and sweet. So guys, if there's any questions, you can unmute yourself and please go ahead and ask. Zintle, you have a question?
Morning. How are you?
Morning, good and you?
Good, thank you. So I'm very sorry. I think I joined a little late, so you might have gone through what I'm going to ask, but please be patient with me.
No problem.
So I work for Sun International, and we have deals where some are for sale, so like they've got a price to them, and others do not. They are exclusive for guests staying at the hotels. So they would have bought accommodation, and then as part of being on property, then they can attend. Does the system allow for the different packages that I've spoken about?
It's probably not ideal to put the deals on that are already speaking to customers staying, guests that are already at the hotel, because you're going to have people that may find interest in that, but it doesn't apply to them. So I wouldn't recommend it for your guests that are already booked.
So for instance, let's say we're working on Mother's Day, and Mother's Day is only in May, but right now it is what is it now? March. So it is then to let them know that there's something that will be happening for guests that will be staying during that period now,
Yeah.
at this stage. So it's before they actually book.
Oh,
Would
no, then
it apply
it's a way to entice them to actually
Correct.
book. So
Correct.
you can use that if it's for prices that are ranging, different rooms or whatever the case is. When
Yeah.
you create the deal, you can actually you can specify in your description
Mhm.
when the deal applies, and you can also use a starting price if it's a various price ranges. So you can put that information into your description, and then it's probably a good idea to say something in your deal title that applies to the fact that once you've booked,
Yes. Yeah.
So
Okay.
the deal title word count is limited, so you're going to need to make it short and sharp.
Yeah.
But I would recommend you put it in the title. But yeah, you can definitely use the platform. It's for upcoming. It's to help people to drive more than just your ads.
Correct. Okay, perfect.
So
Like that.
yeah.
Okay.
And just to add to that, that you can also, use the itinerary function
Yeah.
within, when you are loading your deals. So you can add an itinerary of day one, and mention within that itinerary that there are experiences happening, and that also then is available for you to give more information. And please make use of it. It's a great function, and really makes life a lot simpler.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. And obviously then would attach the URL so that it goes to the page where they can get more information on our site. So I like that. Then you mentioned that once the deal has been put together, then it goes through for approval or feedback from the team. What is the waiting period there? Is it like within 20, do you wait 24 hours for the response? Is it 70, what is the time period there?
It's usually up to 72 hours, but if you find
Perfect.
that you're waiting a bit longer, then just drop us a mail at shortleft@southafrica.net. But
Awesome.
we generally try to keep it within 72 hours.
Yeah.
Unless you're bringing hundreds and hundreds of deals, then you need to give us some time.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Sure. See you, Zintle.
Okay, bye.
Okay, any other questions?
Morning, colleagues. I just want to find out, on the slide that talks about the triple BEE level. We don't have that in our company. So what do we need to add there? And secondly, you mentioned that when we are uploading a poster package, a flyer or poster, you said the first page must be. You said something about the first page. I didn't get that. Can you please just repeat it again? Thank you.
Okay. No problem. Okay, so I'll answer the flyer question first. What we request is that the first image that you use for your deal is a more generic image. If you do have a flyer, by all means load it. And the only reason for this is just that we oftentimes when marketing develops a flyer, it's in a set format and a set dimensions. So when it then reflects on Sho't Left, it could show but have parts of the flyer cut off. So if you use a generic image of the accommodation or the experience, you can ensure that when it comes through, that it looks good in those dimensions.
And I've gone blank. What was your first? Oh, the BE. So that drop down, obviously it does allow you to put in all of the BE levels, but there is also an option for non-compliance. So you can choose that, and obviously there's no no problem with doing that at all. I hope that
It's not
helps.
mandatory. Yeah, thanks, Stan.
Okay, can I also request that can you please share us the presentation with us when you're done?
Yes,
If
we
it's
will send it
possible.
out in the mailer. If you received this mail inviting you from someone else, then please send an email to me so I know to include you, because I'll be sending it to the same database. Just
thank you.
another point on the flyers. We prefer no flyers as the first image, because when you visit the website, it's not visually pleasant to see little flyers on our deals page. So you can use your flyer, and whoever visits your deal will see the flyer, but preferably we will ask that you include images first and then your flyer last. I hope that clarifies. Any other questions?
Yes, I had a question for the resellers. How do they get access to the packages? So those are your travel agents, your DMCs, or whatever.
So we basically only market what you as a Sho't Left partner will create. Anyone who's reselling will then need to contact you directly. So if someone is reselling something that that you've created and they want to, I don't know, they've got customers already, or whatever the case is, they need to contact you directly. And on that point as well, we really want to urge everyone to make sure that they have the necessary, authorization and permission from owners of establishments, because it's difficult for us when we get feedback from the industry and somebody approaches us and is complaining because there is a Sho't Left partner advertising a deal that includes their establishment and they are not aware of it. So we're really asking you to please make sure everyone has permission. Unfortunately, if we get complaints of that nature, we cannot allow you to continue using the platform until that is resolved, because we can't be seen to be hurting companies, and especially if you are offering special offers that include other people's establishments, then it's a case of how are you somebody is unmuted, please mute. Then it's a case of how are you passing on that discount if the owner of the establishment is not even aware of you promoting their property. So we just want to make sure everybody gets whatever permission is required, because we're trusting that all deals on Sho't Left are legitimate, and in fairness to the customer, everything is in order. So that's a very big appeal for everybody to please meet us on that one. Anyone else have a question?
Yes, ma'am. It's me,
Go
Lizzie,
ahead.
again.
Sorry?
It's Lizzie again.
Oh, hi. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to clarify also the address, Mel.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm not selling a Southern Sun waterfront hotel, so I'll sell a package
Yeah.
of the entire 3 nights Cape Town.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the requirements says put an address. What address am I putting? Because am I putting my company address, or should I put the hotel address? But another thing that we always avoid to put the address of the hotel. If somebody wants to travel on a particular weekend, and hotel A is not available, but in that package we have an option of 3 hotels that we are using. So if we put a particular hotel and it's not available, but we have an alternative hotel, then it gives us a problem with clients. So that's why on our side, we'll rather put a 4-star hotel so that somebody knows that for the particular package we're using a 4-star, but not a specific hotel, because we're not selling a specific we're selling a package or a service?
I think for the guests' benefit, I think it's fair to mention whatever the hotels are, even if it's 3 options. I don't think anyone wants to make a booking if they have no idea where they're going. So preferably you want to at least name the options. In terms of the address, anything, whether it's one of the hotels or one of the activities, the purpose of the location that you put in is to link with the GPS location on the map that we use on the website. And it's also in terms of search mechanics. So when people are searching for a package like yours in Cape Town, then they will say Cape Town or whatever the case is, and that is what brings up your deal as an option. So that's what the location address is for. It's to help the user find your deal. So if you've got an activity or if you want to use one of the hotel options, if it's, if something that you can use, then rather put something in because it's going to help them find your deal.
Okay.
It's for search purposes.
Sorry, Shandu.
Okay.
I think in addition, when you are loading your company details, obviously the one of the requests is that you put the company address into the company details. And potentially, it may be worth your while to load each of the hotels as a product. That's that way you can also then offer those specific deals and indicate where those hotels are. So yeah, you would obviously indicate that the address of the experience or the accommodation is different from your head office address, essentially.
Another point maybe that on my side, the reason I would prefer not to add the hotel name. I'll make an example of Uzinhle, who spoke from probably, sorry to make an example about Uzinhle, from Sun International. Because we do not sell particular a table bay, we'll sell a hotel, we'll sell a 3 nights in Cape Town. Dealing with domestic clients, I know they do this. Dealing with domestic clients, the minute you mention the hotel, they go to the hotel and check specials within the hotel. So then when they realize that there's this particular special that maybe Sun International is doing at that time, then automatically I've lost that client to Sun International. But when they send an email to ask the hotel, we will mention it with a package. Then by then, they value the package more than the hotel. Because when they see as a special, they send an email to us and say, okay, dear African World Travel, want to book this package for this particular date. Then that's when we give them the full information that this package is inclusive of a 5-star hotel in Cape Town, with pickup quads, riding, and then that's a different case than to put a particular hotel on our package, whereas it seems like we're selling the hotel, but we are not selling a hotel, we're selling the experience.
Shandu, I would, sorry, just listening to what you're saying, I would almost propose that you might be a sales channel as opposed to a tourism product. So you'll see within the sales channel that allows you to load packages and that sort of thing, and doesn't necessarily relate to a specific experience, accommodation, restaurant, whatever. So I think maybe within your profile, you may fall under a sales channel as opposed to a specific product. And if you are, under a sales channel, within that you can include all of the details about, transports, meals, that sort of thing, and you obviously also have access to be able to load itineraries as you would as a tourism product. But I think the sales channel may be better suited to your purposes.
Okay, okay. Because what I was doing while you were talking, I was trying also to edit whatever the information and to load, so that I see whatever challenge I've got. But I'll follow up. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Lizeka. There is a question regarding local deals. Sho't Left is a local tourism campaign. We only focus on local travel. We've had some users who have been creating international deals, which we delete. The platform is purely for local travel. So it's not to promote any other country. It's only South African holidays, and the promotion is to South Africans. So just making sure everyone is clear on that. If you create any deals that have other countries, then we just will delete those. South African tourism only promotes South Africa, basically. Okay, so anyone else want to add anything? And remember, you can email us at the address shortleft@southafrica.net. Please don't put any emails on the chat. If you want us to contact you, please email shortleft@southafrica.net, and then we can make sure you are added to our database. So everyone on the database that received the mail invite will receive the recording. And of course, the mailers will inform you of any upcoming webinars. We are going to try and do one every quarter for you, because we have updates happening, you know, on an ongoing basis. But like I said, you can always contact us. We also have support@southafrica.net. And if you have any issues while you are on the platform, please let us know so that we can assist you. We want to be able to be available for you so that your partner platform experience is a good one. We do understand that some of our partners have experienced some challenges, and we really want you to let us know what those are so that we can work together to resolve them, because some people miss the deals dashboard. That's our old platform. But unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to the deals dashboard. The system was very old. It didn't allow for updates. It couldn't integrate with our current South African tourism systems, and it was necessary for us to close off all the work we've been doing on deals dashboard, and everything else gets moved over to the partner platform. But we do need you to make sure you are moving your stuff over. So please, guys, make sure that you are utilizing only the partner platform, which is the current system. Okay. If there aren't any more questions, is there
Andile
something
has a
more?
hand up.
Okay.
Andile, how can we help you?
Yes, hi, good morning, guys. Just a quick one. I just want to find out how do we access our deals then on Sho't Left once we've uploaded them? Say we want to copy the links and share them on our socials and so forth. What is the easiest or quickest way for us to then, if we go to the Sho't Left website, for us to be able to find our deals there?
I think, Andile, the easiest way is that you know, if you so there are obviously a number of options as you're loading your deals. So you know, you could filter the deals that are reflecting on Sho't Left by province, by experience type, by price. So you know, if you for example included in your deal that it was an affordable product, you use that filter on Sho't Left, and it will then bring all of the deals that have used that as a tag, for want of a better description. So you know, to search via, you know, if you've included the province that you're in, the city that you're in, you know, you can use that as a filter to see the deals there, and then you would just look at whatever has come back. I hope that helps. But you have actually
he's asking
Sorry.
how to share his deals outside of the platform. That is not a functionality we currently have. We are working on including as much as we possibly can in terms of utilizing the platform. And that is definitely something that we will look at, but you currently can't share your deal as you would, you know, in terms of how you're asking, if I understand you correctly. But it is something that we're looking at, and it will be something you'll be able to do. For now, you know, you can access all your deals once you've logged on. It's within your profile. So all the deals that you have, you can still view, and you know, you can access them on the platform.
All right. No, thank you very much. I think you did explain it, Melanie, very well,
Okay.
because yeah, I mean, the option that you mentioned previously by Dale, you know, it's quite complex, because when you go to the filters, or you search by whatever category that you've selected, you know, it's a long, deep search, and you end up not finding it because there are so many deals that are there. But as you said, Melanie, you're working on it. So I'll strongly suggest that maybe you do create that, maybe on our dashboard,
The share
where
function.
yes, where we can just copy the link and then paste it on our socials, then people can then go directly to our deals on via our socials. Because I tried to copy the link from our dashboard, and you know, it will take you to the platform,
Yeah,
you know,
the
which
login.
is,
You
yes,
can
to the login.
also, you can drop us a mail, and we can actually, on the back end, we can find the deal quite easily on the website for you. And then we can send you the link.
Okay, all right, that's fine, thanks.
Okay. And then just an easy cheat. If you look at the website and you click on any deal, you'll see the format in which your deal link comes up. That URL is the same for all the deals. So if it's basically the website URL and then your deal title hyphenated, that's it. So if you are struggling to find your deal, but you know your deal name, that's the quickest way to find it.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Oh, there's a few there in the chat.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you please assist me? Is caterers and food business welcome to advertise here? And who is the main supplier or focus to upload their products on this website?
Who is the main supplier?
Is caterers and food business welcome to advertise on Sho't Left?
Well, we encourage restaurants. I'm not sure if the caterers are actually applicable when it comes to travel, but restaurants
Why
are
wouldn't they be
definitely-
applicable when you're selecting, when you've got a category of self-catering? Surely caterers and that are also looked underneath this category, because
Then
people,
if the category is there, then you can create your deals.
and
Yeah,
who's
there's
your main supplier and focus that you want to upload on the Sho't Left?
I don't understand the question. The main supplier? The supplier
So
is the
which
person
type
who's
of people do
creating.
you want to only be putting on Sho't Left?
Sho't
Is it
Left
only
is for
focused on
travel.
tourism and hospitality, or can other people are all
It's only focused on tourism, hospitality, travel. Everyone is invited. All South African companies are invited. It's obviously not for clothing. You know, I mean, unfortunately, the example Dale used did have a clothing example, but clothing, it's tourism. So, you know, unless it's specific to, you know, something that's relating to a tourism product, so it might be a craft shop or whatever the case is, that's also welcome. As long as it's linked to travel and tourism, you're welcome to create your deals. If we find the deal is not relevant, then we will send you feedback, and then we can work from a case.
Mel, in addition to that, sorry, I'm just jumping in very rudely,
Oh, go
apologies.
ahead.
When you look at when you register as a tourism product, you'll see the next set of categories with the drop down is quite extensive.
So, you know, there's options for shopping, there's options for food, there's options for, you know, experiences. So you would need to obviously select, you know, the appropriate category. But yeah, there's, you know, there really is, you know, a wide range of options in terms of you know, the type of products that can be loaded.
Thank you. The next question is, how do you land on the main page and draw focus to you under the travel specials?
The most recent deals that are created and approved are the ones that you find on the main page. So those will change every other day.
Okay, so you don't have something like social media where we can pay to be put on the main page all the time and draw focus towards product?
No, we don't have that option. We don't have that option. We don't create options that have exclusivity for any deals, because we've got hundreds of deals and hundreds of companies, and the purpose of Sho't Left is to try and give support to as many companies that we can. So we don't have that option available at all.
Okay. The third question that I have is, how are you able to advertise your travel blogs and other social media content that is useful for Sho't Left to get more notice on it of people experiencing South Africa with a true passion?
We basically have various campaigns throughout the year, and for each of those campaigns, the deals that do get promoted are the best deals. So if it's a good, we look at each of the deals, everyone's got a great deal. The deals on Sho't Left, there are hundreds of fantastic deals, but we do things relevant, for instance, for the summer campaign, what is relevant to summer, and then we'll look at deals. We try and include day trip activities as well as overnight stays. So based on the marketing and the limitations, it's not something that we can just open up to all of the deals, unfortunately.
No, I think you misunderstood my question. I'm
Okay.
asking is on a social media content, right?
Yeah.
Where you post travel blogs and everything about experiences of experience in South Africa. How can you partner with Sho't Left in order to promote these travel blogs more effectively so people travel to South Africa and experience what we're offering?
Are you talking about foreign visitors, or are you talking about local travel?
It can be local, it can be anything. How are we able to partner together to push more of these travel blogs that are out there on social media with the Sho't Left?
So you can repost whatever content we put out there. I mean, we
I'm
have
not talking about your post, sorry. I'm talking about people who are creating social media posts of travels.
Oh, so you're talking about your own posts?
On your own post about social media, yeah. Your travel experience in South Africa and different places that you've traveled, experienced. How can you partner with Sho't Left in order to promote these more?
You can tag us. We do sometimes repost people's posts if it's of interest to South African travel. We don't do it for everyone because, like I said, you know, everything we do in marketing is limited by budgets. But if you've got something out there and you tag us, then I'm sure the guys will look at it. But we do work with an influencer agency who specifically vets and looks at influencer partners that we work with. So you can certainly try by using the tag. And then we'll see if the guys pick it up, but I hope that helps.
Okay. Are you able to provide the information of who is this agency that you're using?
You can email us and we will discuss
Is it
that.
possible for you to please put the email address in the chat box so that we're able to contact and be put
Fatima,
onto the list?
can you email us and I'll share whatever information you need?
Can you post the email address in the chat box, please, so that everyone has access to it?
I'm not going to post the agency's email so that...
No, we're not asking you to post the
in...
agency's email. Can you post the general email that you want us to email to in the chat?
Put it on, but
I have just
some of the
posted.
questions in the chat box are not being answered or attended to.
I will put the email in again.
I have put it in there, Mel.
Thanks, Gail. Please unmute and feel free to ask your question if anyone has anything further.
Hi,
Mel.
Melanie, how are you?
Hi.
Hi, thank you so much for this presentation. I just want to ask, in terms of the deals that are posted on your website, when it comes to the validity date, I found that they are still advertised, but the validity date has passed. I know that with the previous platform, we were able, it would show you that this has been expired and you are able to delete your package. So with this one, I have to manually go and delete it. I have to remember which deal has expired and go and delete. So is it possible also for the platform to have that that button that shows you that it has expired and you can delete it? Because with this new platform, we don't have that option to see that it's expired and deleted.
Okay, I'll make a note of that. Thank you, Tsomo. Again, we need the users of the platform to ensure that the deal validity and the publish dates are correct, because you can't publish something that's already expired. So your publish date shouldn't extend beyond your validity. So it's really up to the users to make sure that those dates are correct. We try to keep an eye on those, but as you can imagine, there's hundreds of deals. We really need you to make sure your validity is, because like the point you've made, a deal would have expired, but it's still out there. So unfortunately, a lot of the stuff is manual because it's your information. So we just need you to check. If we pick it up, we will also give you feedback. But I'll make a note as well for the system.
Thank you. Noted, Melanie.
Thank you.
Hi,
Hi, Mel.
Melanie.
Okay. Sorry, I'll just give what's her name? The lady, then I'll come after her. Is it fine?
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Alan. Hi, Melanie. It's Kifile.
Hi.
Thank you for this presentation. Just a quick one. I want to find out if this platform is really available. Can we start using it right away? Can we start loading deals right away?
You can. You go ahead. Del, can you put in the login page URL for them? You can start right now, create your profile and start creating your deals with pleasure. We're waiting for you.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
And then Alan?
Thank you so much, Melanie. Dale, good day to you as well, and the rest of the guests. Okay, my question is a bit, it might be like a duplicate, maybe before, maybe we had mentioned it, or it could be unique. So I'm from a forum that actually obviously advocates for tourism businesses. However, I'm the one that actually, the main person that actually uploads these deals. So the question that I'm trying to get at, or to get an answer from, is do I have to create individual profiles, or I can just create one profile and then upload different companies that we house? I'm not sure if you understand my question.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, there are at the moment, so what I would propose to you is that you create your profile and you create an individual product for each of those entities, right? In one of the next releases, we are going to include the ability to have someone also add team members or other staff who may be loading deals to connect to your profile, so that there's also that sort of synergy. But for the moment, what I would propose is each of the entities that you are creating deals for, load them each as individual products. And then you can create deals for each of those entities. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. So basically, I have to do for every individual. That's not a problem, I guess.
No,
I mean,
not
it
a
is.
profile. Ellen, you don't have to create individual profiles. You use your profile to create the various multiple products.
Okay.
and deals.
Absolutely.
So, it's only
one profile, multiple products. So yeah, we're trying to make it as simple as possible for you. Mel, when the hands are done, I'll just address all the questions in the chat as well. Okay. Fatima, can we help?
I think Fatima, she just spoke to us. She might just have
Okay.
left her hand up.
All right.
Pelelani?
Good morning, everyone. I just want to say thank you so much for this presentation. From my side, I'm currently selling jewelry that is upcycled. So I wanted to ask, since you said you don't offer the clothing thing, so I wanted to ask if it's okay since I'm selling jewelry.
There definitely is a shopping category under the products options, and that shopping category expands into another number of things. So sort of flea markets, crafts, that sort of thing. Yeah, you absolutely can load that as a tourism product. You know, it is obviously something that we try and encourage our tourists to do, is to go on a good shopping spree. So yes, there is an option there. Just have a quick look at the subcategories under the tourism product.
Okay, thank you so much, Sarah.
You're welcome. Sipiwe?
Thank you very much for this opportunity. And I just wanted to find out because, you know, we have different sort of platforms. You know, there's Sho't Left in the Gauteng thing, and then there's another Sho't Left somewhere else. So I'm a bit confused, and I was asking if, and maybe I also came in late in the meeting, apologize for that. I was asking, you know, are there more platforms than this one? And when I got in, I was also part of the conversation of, yes, there's the old one that we're not using anymore, the new one we are using. So I just wanted to just get a clarification on that. Does South African tourism have one? Gauteng tourism have one? Are there different Sho't Lefts? That type of thing. So that, because I was just trying from the link that you gave, and I remember that we had something, but I don't see it anymore. So I think that might be a separate link because I share that link normally. But then when I looked at your link that you sent to me and tried to look for my product there, I could not find it. So yeah, I just need some sort of clarification and help regarding that. Thank you.
Okay, I'll take this one. We used to have a deals dashboard, which was the trade platform that you would have utilized in the past to get your deals onto Sho't Left. My understanding, and from a trademark perspective, we are the only Sho't Left. So you would have previously used the deals dashboard. Since August, September last year, we launched our partner platform, and we have now phased out the deals dashboard. So if you didn't create your deals since September last year, then they are still sitting on the deals dashboard, which you will no longer have access to. So you will need to create those. We sent out communications to everyone to ensure that their deals have been created on the new platform. So you will have to do that as well, because we are unable to migrate all the information. The system on the deals dashboard is so old, we can't even do that. So we need you to literally go on and create your deals, because if they're on the deals dashboard, you're not going to access them. I hope that helps. That answers your question.
Yes, thank you very much. So the link that you've just sent now is the only link that we must use to put the stuff on there. Exactly. And we won't be able to get access to the older things that we had put in if they were before September last year.
Yeah. You can drop me an email and I will help you with that.
Okay. Is the email the one that you've just sent right now on this link?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, send me an email. Guys, I see people are still putting their emails into the chat. Please don't put your email into the chat. Please send an email to shortleft@southafrica.net so that we can assist you. And if it's for the video, then please indicate that it's for this video. Okay.
Hi, Mel.
Hi, let's
Hi.
Ubuntu here.
Everybody hear me? Okay, who's talking?
I think let's give Latoya a go and then we will attend to Bunsu, if that's okay.
Go ahead, Latoya.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the presentation. I also joined a few minutes later, but just a quick question with regards to, I've seen an ad where obviously with Sho't Left going to different properties or visiting different, tourism spaces. How can some of us sort of like be that destination or put up our hands to say, we'd like the Sho't Left marketing or digital team to come through and experience our product and then maybe get that sort of exposure as well? Or be part of those campaigns that are more shining a light, obviously, on tourism. Thank you.
So we do have educationals that we run around the country, not frequently, but from time to time. We showcase various activities and properties. Those particular activities and establishments that are included on an itinerary we basically, we capture it, photographs, video, and so on, and then we share it on social media. The itinerary itself, we reach out to our partners in the provinces to make recommendations if we are visiting that particular province. So you need to make sure that you are on your provincial database, your provincial tourism authority, and then share the information with them. Otherwise, you are more than welcome to also just share information with us so that we are aware of you. But as you can imagine, we cannot commit to having anyone on a particular itinerary because ourselves in domestic, we only do it 4 times a year. So I wouldn't want to make any promises to anyone because it's just literally impossible to try and get everyone onto an itinerary. So please make sure that you are registered with your provincial authorities, and then they do stuff on their side as well.
In addition, Latoya, I've just dropped in an email address into the chat. We do put out a newsletter, which is called Tourism Tuesday. And if you are a new product, please drop them a line so that's media queue. Oh God, I've given you the wrong one. Sorry, let me adjust that. It's mediaq@southafrica.net. I don't know where my brain is today. And just indicate that you're a product and you'd like to be included in the Tourism Tuesday newsletter. And the other elements of that is that'll probably get shared along to our visitor experience team, and they then also obviously ensure that they widen the knowledge of of the experiences that are available. So yeah, just drop us an email. I will send the right email address now. Apologies.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks for that.
Thanks, Dale. Yeah, so we do also have a product team that tries to ensure we have information on all the product around the country. Anyone else that we missed?
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Dale. Hi, Mel. Buntu here from ABCD Concepts in Cape Town. Thank you for the presentation. However, though, I so wish if it was a live presentation or a live presentation through the steps that you take into uploading an experience or an itinerary. I hope that in future can be like that. But by the way, my question is about the booking platform or the platform that we are using to advertise. What's the percentage again or commission fee for South African tourism on the products that are listed into the product once it's successfully being accepted by people or people are starting to make purchases on each product? I'm quite curious about that.
I wish I could answer you, but to be honest with you, we get very little feedback from our product owners. I can tell you about can you maybe mute Buntu? We struggle to get feedback from all of our partners in terms of what booking success they have. The only thing that we track are the number of clicks on your booking inquiry. So you also have access to that on your own profile. We generally share that after each campaign, but if you want to have information, I don't have anything I can tell you today, but we can certainly, pull a Google Analytics report and give you that information. It is accessible. But yeah, if we could get more information from our partners, we send out a survey after Travel Week, and we never get much of an indication in terms of how much was sold. And, it's hard to actually measure what you're putting out there and what you're actually getting back. But we can measure from a booking inquiry. So all we really do is generate leads for you. The Sho't Left platform is not a booking platform. So when guests or potential guests like your deal, they click on the booking inquiry, and that goes to you. It's really entirely up to you to convert that to a sale. So unfortunately, I don't have numbers to share with you in terms of conversion. Maybe after this
Thank you.
training
Thank you so
session,
much.
yeah, people might be more keen to share now that they know we want them to share. Because we do. We send out surveys and we really get much feedback. But thanks for the question, Buntu. Anyone else?
Mel, let me tackle what's in the chat over here, and then we can get back to more hands. Jessica, it's a pleasure. And please, if you do experience any more issues, just drop us an email, and we will gladly sort that out for you. And the same for Mponyana, thank you very much. But yeah, if there are any issues, please don't hesitate to give us a shout. I'm just gonna see. Mel, I do believe that you will be sharing the recording as well as the presentation. Post this.
Yes, we will share we will definitely share it. And I also just want to let everybody know that we are in the process of creating a tutorial video. So it will be, I think, more to what Buntu was asking for. So you'll have an actual recording as we work through the system. So it won't be a PowerPoint presentation. It will actually be a tutorial video of everything that you need to know about the platform. So that's in production. And as soon as that's ready, we will also communicate that to everyone.
Logan, I think we answered the question about the registration is whether it's just for accommodation or food outlets. Definitely just double check in your products, in your categories when you register, and there are a number of options that you can choose. Yes, recordings and presentations will be shared. Seema, are the deals loaded only based on domestic travel, or can it? So Seema, the partner platform will be expanded to other regions and countries. It's not unfortunately live at the moment, but it is very much within the roadmap for us. So that extension will be available. Obviously, if you are from outside of the country, you then tend to fall under a channel, and I hope that answers your question. And obviously, you can then also load your deals as products. And I believe that part of the roadmap is that you will be able to indicate additional countries that we may be servicing to show those deals on. Nonkuleleku, it's a pleasure. I'm just double checking here. Copy paste the actual link. Yes, absolutely. I think I did pop it into the chat, but I'll do that again, Sarah. Thank you very much. What's advice for Fatima? So I'm just going to read this one out. I would advise Fatima to make contact with her LTO, RTO. They will be able to assist her more. They will be able to give her product and post blogs more exposure. And recordings, yes, yes, yes. Those will all be shared. And then Tourism Tuesday, you can register tourism for Tourism Tuesday. You can register on southafrica.net, and you will then be added to the mailing list. And I saw another question. And the people, it's completely open. We obviously do talk a lot about what South African tourism is doing within the tourism industry, and we do showcase and highlight products. So that does go out regularly on Tuesdays. And I think those are all the questions. Yeah, I'll just copy and paste that link again for you for the profile so that you can go ahead and register. And if you have any problems, just drop us a mail.
So if you were previously on the deals dashboard, you're not automatically going to be on the new platform. You need to register your new, create a new profile. So for those of you that are still on the dashboard, you wouldn't have had access in the last couple of months. You need to create a new profile so that your deals are also created. You have to create them physically yourself, and then we make sure that you still remain on Sho't Left.
Sarah Peng, just checked your socials. Where do we find info around workshops? We're part of organizations, but not effective. I'm going to hand that over to Mel. She does keep a very comprehensive database of products. And obviously, if you do register on the partner platform, you then also are integrated into our comms system, and any communication that gets set out will obviously then be joined into that, unless there is something specific. But yeah, the easiest way is to register on the partner platform, and you'll get your notifications and comms as we go.
And you can also just email us, shortleft@southafrica.net, so that we can add you to the database if you're not getting. We are only going to be sharing information, workshops, webinars that are related to Sho't Left. If you're referring to anything else happening in the industry, it's not something that we would manage. So I'm not sure what workshops you are referring to, because the department, the national department, they do run workshops. The Grading Council runs their own workshops. So I'm not really sure which workshops you're referring to, but if it's Sho't Left managed workshops, then you will get communication if you're on this particular database. So if you received the mailer inviting you to this, if it came via SATSA or any of your provinces, you may not necessarily be on this database. Then we need you to email us. Okay. I think if there aren't any more questions, look out.
One more.
One more. Okay.
African Wild Travel. I see that. How can we help?
Last one, I just want to say thank you. I've already loaded 3 packages now in the system. So yeah, thank you so much.
And so everyone knows Lizette has been using Sho't Left for, I don't know, many, 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 many years. So if she's asking questions, it's good because she knows how things work. So thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you so
I'm
much.
so glad. That's amazing.
We have been using Sho't Left for 10 years. If I can say so, that's one of the platforms that allowed us to have access to domestic market. So yeah, thank you so much, Mel.
Seka, just a few other things. The reason that we have moved away from the deals dashboard and have developed the partner platform is that we're integrating a lot more detail into the partner platform. So as more functionality is loaded, you'll have access to better reporting. You'll have much more ability to load deals. You'll be able to load team members. There's also access to GGCSA. We'll be giving access to any of our trade enablement tools like training. Keep checking back, and definitely there'll be more functionality, a lot more functionality than you're used to in the deals dashboard. So hopefully it'll be a big improvement for you.
Yes, this is all about us advancing and, ensuring that technologically we are out there with everyone else. And I think it's important to also note that we really want to encourage you to use your website when you're using the partner platform. If you haven't already got a website, you need to get out there and have your website built, because people want to find you online. So, we're hoping that less people use email addresses and more people actually direct, because we are helping you get traffic to your websites. That's what we're basically doing. So if you need assistance or any information, we're not the experts, but we certainly can help direct you in the right direction as far as websites, platforms for developing, etc. is concerned. So drop us a mail and then we can see if we can help put you in the right direction. But use your websites if you have them. I think that's us. Is everybody satisfied? No one else sitting with a burning question? Please bring it forward. We are contactable, like I said, if you missed anything. Thank you very much. And look out for the mail on our next webinar as we continue to develop all the new upcoming functionalities of our partner platform. Thank you so much for taking the time out this morning to join us. We really appreciate it. And we hope we can be of more support to you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you guys for, and again, apologies for the gremlins. I'll try not to.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks so
Have a
much,
good
everyone.
week. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.